apostle nibisa nchia eye anase enye nanso so be ne nya ho nchia mu
o me nua me da sepa nchia ewunya pa na nso so yeden ewo so it made the onyema pa brew it me say onyema it me the asem so yeden eba it ma wonya asem ba bembi be say me discuss me can be ade bi say we have types of eating ye odidi awodo a medikan aka wansem ye kwan so e fa so yeden edidi there are almost 9 gates of eating in our body ye pono awodo 9 e fa ye nipadua edidi ba bembi de munim na ye say yano me bo gate ni ba kwa ne ya fa ntia nko a ntia so ka gate ho a ye fa so yeden edidi 1 e pono edidi ye ano epo edidi so etoso me ye aso de etoso me say ni de etoso 9 4 hwene which is nose 5 and 6 adwen 7 akoma 8 ye 9 kwa edidi 9 the genital organs and I say your friend saying your private parts so the tongue, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the hand, the mind, the heart and the feet ni na ye edidie awodo but and then the other one some year in chia ye dididi okay the uchia no the ochia o e won asem but you can quotation before Revelation 1:16 okay Revelation 1:16 say no one suma and someone then when in same he has 7 stars in his hand there's nipa your shepherd or baby miensa nipa destiny man's destiny is in 3 places. 1 the scriptures, that's the Bible will be shepherd or Bible ayatro. 2 instrument nti yesu ra wo de show instrument mu no it mean say event saying ya wo adwenkwa nti instrument reading kristoso dum so de adie but 3rd one so mo so baby a shepherd so wa ye fa wo den unsem nipa shebe woni say that Jesus say he has 7 stars in his hands. So 7 stars na we insem na sa won sunme mu. It was 7 days in a week. Bible no man say Revelation 1:16. So put mark am my so a na ETF wait here Revelation 1:16. Nti Revelation 1:16.
Revelation 1:16.
Yes.
James. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword.
Hallelujah.
And his countenance was as the sun shineth in its strength.
That's good. And so say on suma then and so one then ninsem. And so one ninsem. So stand you say friends say on suma. E jama wo shebre wo destiny. Nti won say your ministry. Obi to me redeem when same kind of say who you say
especially fortune tellers.
Fortune tellers. It's also in Christianity too.
Show us what we can share brain.
Sa pepe. Obi ma share Bible maka dey e fa won. Obi ma share den insulu ma kire dey den e fa won. Obi ma share won same so den a share won kom. It is ko chi obi. Nipa no wo sunsumpa. It add up to you. E ma nyama pato. Obi to be pass to good marriage through your inchia. Obi to pass accident through inchia.
Wow.
Inchia wo advantage is the physical disadvantage, spiritual disadvantage. Inchia ewo unamu susa na oden unumu so bese meka to ni na unamu susa so ni say sende Mr. Albert bese etifu nu say obi ko shutu obi not the growth shining sir. That's where unamu susa so or the growth shining no shutu ni pa no to one what do to oja to no to now do say rock of faith to na
forensic be you ama
for kadiem
forensic
forensic be den
be you ama
you na nyaw na we den
you na nyaw na we
you shutu ni pa even we never fam kra ye beti wako ube yi wano said den court that be ube yi wano be ka den forensic be say masa we na wa den we say ya two where we never fam we never fam na making obi ko wi ade obi ko ye bibi na nsa ko so fingerprints hey ye the best show where we never fam one ma fam ye obi ko wi obi ade ko bo po and there's na charlatans here property mu mai no odin semfo na ya boni dua the one of anajo ofifie adechi yan obefifie obochi and woni bebi ofiba anajo adeachi oh Mr. Albert good morning no wa che me nchia woni chia no saa de oye no woni na aye den aye
sir
yes
wow
obi ko wi ade na abori dua so woni chia say ya wona we na accomplice no wona wi ade ti e boni dua kai say dua bonu so ya den ebeba wo so nti nchia enwunya pa
wow
say ya boni dua say onya car accident goso wakoye den akobopo akoye bibi nseboni bia usu me for signage ni ko Christianity na Asian culture Asian food mean chow sada it's not 7 churches now the man John so nchro ma we friends Asia minor Asia nti sorry ni hini Asia nti o culture ni Asia culture den e ba ko nti Asia ni ye den enche unsemu da so ni nipa ban a we den we makase nchanya na eye so we bla wuti obi ti say friends en jomama Bill Gates no bi nsemu yedu na wo che wotimi ye den echia no enya sa agora wi bi ba wo se wo hwe muso ye wo ba mu yedu so otimi nji wo energy wo ba chia wa otimi nji wa warepa wo ba chia otimi exchange of destiny
wow
through just handshaking it is very important
the apostle bibisa it's see obede hu say asimesi a wo chia ni good energy na onye fi no na say bad energy
we bisa asem pa very good question we are say won ye kristo ye light sana ya say ye ka say ye light ye say our dark world we are na ye competition between the light and dark world nti amima say nya eni e wo de also uchia ndi ni say we den uchia no but this thing mostly happens around social gatherings like funeral
sure
parties weddings even church owo no wan show for ni na also wedding we be on say chia no nti we na wo say da bi emboa eni say uchia no kora eni say uchia no and you lose a lot of big thing being your marriage being anything good and a person can just transfer a bad energy. Diabetes can be transferred through the hands, I tell you. Asthma can be transferred through the hands, I tell you. God, the hand is an energy, a strong energy point. Even salvation is through the hands. Because yes, by G and coordinate sa and a heading at the G and qua. And see, so when you put on away, it is a chiano. Would we avoid it? But two, maybe I will fail if we are wedding. When you say, maybe a baby, nipa bi wo muni ompa any say ucha nensa other funeral ground and the strong porter it me je onyema obutumi tia na olusu dejuma obi tia na akwantu bi ayeden asai obutumi tia ware po ya wo de po the money ne ba obutumi ti events e nunya bi ya wo de po e ma obi fufo tu enchia and he said on to be on the safer side no what shall we fair for and I said maybe it was something like it me I will film ko na riding what ko chia ti dey also we say we be answer na before we before greetings maybe by the time we ko share we fair for be here to say what me avoid it what say we are band wa I sense e bit said that wait my bobby a ade di nkuma say ade say nsa e bit say a friend say Popo leaf at the sensa. Usha bancha ban cassava leaves at the sensa.
Okay.
Usha bana at the sensa na. Ejama say yensano no.
Wow.
Ni church mi na say yensano no. Nti say unya sa ban ya opusa about me nya mutumi ya den gande na say powder. Powder nchi na ya den. Afro no ya den. Wa wo den unsa wom. Nti we say why den wa sort wo den. Wa hye wonsa den. Emudin. Do chani pani yes or jikra masa. The other one say one say na we den. Wo di chan no. Etimi ye den. Otimi nji wade ye den. Emfi unsem. Nti wo so to sad ye no ka say ewade me shame sadin obi be so gin bi fa film say enko no so obi so de owo ba me so back to the sender eye ko no so education comes back to the sender in chairman put me nya funeral obi share on to my funeral
wow
in chairman put ma yare in chair keke in chair ya de kese pa even your culture no ye friend dia agro in chair say asunje in chair bi so a dabi exchange of destiny. What kind of relation was say he has 7 stars in his hand? Then what should inform you? That greeting is so important. It's so important, and you have to what? Be aware. You need to be challenge, sir. When maybe you die, maybe you're sorry. Maybe you're going to be at the Yaboni Dia. And now, when you say issue, when you come to tell say, Obi we are the Epokra. Now, or the gloves, they use gloves. Now, what for say toner? What's the forensic thing?
Forensic analysis.
Bet you. When you crash at the Eka, how much more? It is open so for the cry on the safer side, no. If I say strengthen your hand, we only strengthen our feet, we also strengthen our hands. We are not the oil riding. I'm going to put oil so, olive oil so for 7 days. I say, Yahweh, my 2 minutes basa the invest oil in. Na me di gusa abana enti say ya na me nyam nchini ya de egu a me room nsa wo ma me soto me nsa ade bia even saying eye eniguasie obi bad energy bia I clear there okay poti friends dey now o ma ye bo yesu asem dey no wo ne nsa friends dem kra
we conscious by it
wa wo ne nsa adinti o you we film say dey beto no ono aden eyi we film o wo ne nsa wo ete wo den say yesu na le kunu no say yesu na ye be kunu no say the ensusaso be ba on right den wo yi me free nti ye o de ye de ye yi free asem eso bi wo beto asem nti ye wo yensa conscious balance e ye wu nipa o see me ye mensa how many times Christian oh nsa fa ko yi how many times Christian oh nsa ko party how many times wo tena ko fuma oh nsa ye de no anse ye chia na ye gi aware ne ye gi esika ye di akontu ye gi enyema pa asa de kra no e ko pa kan sanka ye hwe ojo to accident ma o obi to yare ma o obi to owo ma o wonem kra say forensic research now say so wonem kra look at what it could cost how much more the spiritual nti before be say o ye den ubechi obi no say obi faithful be want me avoid no na buy it say adede nkuma banchi haban first purple leaf any haban bia eti sense e chese nyame nsa aye ogie no no the one nyam what would intinye gum no one anointing oil la wire wa bon pegusi for 7 days not the good say nyame ma utumi nsa we se me room nsa wuma ma me nsa yesenja e go cinnamon powder wo piti gusu and so very good cinnamon powder then turmeric udi guni na eguma e ma unsa no e unsa fema e energy awon fom ya awon fi no e den omuntimi nchia unsa so chia ko be shocking no you be on a safer side to prevent all this it is saying shaking hands it is so very important twinchi out minya akwentu twinchi out minya nyamapa twinchi nya no timi ko ni mo abrabom twinchi obetima san wo abrabom it is same didie and I make sure we are lucky. Me try there in Chebet my baby boy so. Thursday, no chia Sunday born. Next day, what your Monday born. Tuesday, what your Tuesday born. Wednesday, sa for if day bia day born no chiano. So bet chia kon we full sa 7 stars, especially when these people are who are with good energy sir. If you didn't share bro. It's meaning bro. He has in his 7 stars. A chap said 7 days and that offer. It's here 7 blessings are a free day bia the bread. Ni now what then yen sim. It's what me chance I win kwa uni pe bia unim no. No channel Sunday. Pa unim no. What channel Monday. Ni pa unim no. Tuesday sa. E de nyama pa e den eba.
The apostle mi bisa nti ona wo ton ade ne so se obi ton ade na se wa ton ade amani pa na mpa ni discane mana nso so ben ebi anipa ne betumi fi obi a wo bad energy nti no a oton ade no e den no betumi da ye e de aboa no ho se na be ya onya sa negative energy na negative intention no emba ne so
emi ya be o ya be pa ya se we bisa asem exchange
because major scan there
ya sem
o pass if you want mami
to me onipenu okay I say he has 7 stars in his hands and there was a sharpening sword in what in his mouth so nobody eat ya no to ade no ma usika na okay say me to stroke ma obenya
wow
me to stroke ma o ma usika no de anti obitimi di abeto ade adwem bo me to ade
na just say yes or na aka ba ni trimu po no
yes or to stroke ma
wow
okay just me to asthma ma
teno sa ne den say ni pa ne
very good do can means one okay just say he has 7 stars in his hands and with his mouth it comes what a sharp what from his mouth there comes what a sharp sword to a sword it means enye nsa no kwa o ano so ye den ekechi and obi ma we bi no me bi ka says ko Indian shopper all this can influence him that only be to counter no so not so from out this no from because they understand exchange so when you don't exchange money you can exchange your health you can exchange good things the two is called them up but let's say even bobi che usikapo we should be very careful who we are receiving money from. There are some gifts that could be evil to us just through giving. Human beings are spirits. Esi na obi timi ko ye mo obi dua ana wo ko wi ade abo ni dua na wo ko chia na e be ka wo esi se bi ade otu esu to obi na so nse aka wo na e se so ka wo bi na say we e asem until maybe we are not so advanced but more my advanced no on for this kind of influence him emu yen se wo be to counter no so no I dey and e so my mercury wo the shop mercury so to me prevent this the events bad energies no but only mercury na more market why you so develop no the best thing we should do is also we share one thing e be na make say wo before be buy market no when you buy it sense ni na dia den wo dia bom wo timi di bom wo timi ya den e separate wo di bom no why anointing no how dia wo so di suegu kakra no ada wo dia wo sanso akwa market the band is and you can say we say obi no beji mi nsem sike bia wo so wo nsem no obi no beji mi sike so oto aware ma me back to stand oto yare ma me back to stand oto wo back to stand so be so ji mi wunyi mapa bi to exchange your money enko no so nti wo yes ade akoto ade na wo yes exchange me yes so ade ni sabe den e be kan
na je say eti for movie tia mo amoto ade say we ade dey e be bo amopa the apostle che ni say ansa na mbe exchange no hye wo nsem den en no che say unya haban ya che say nsa waka ni ni abom e den chine na anointing wa bom pa yeguso because day out no nipa den ko pede na no obenya
the time bia wo market bia
so hye wo dey
time be ko market bia wo nsa wo no akọ time bia be ko market wo nsa bo wo nsa so wa den wada ye ka conscious pale ade o ka say me ro nsa wan ka say me ro nsa no ka wa no on na no keka nkan o ye mu say o ye maninsuo na sansuo yi e bo Florida water with me den e di gu sa ban me ro nsa mi se fi we yes ade na de koton ade o market so bi wa dream boni because the energy malam ti beto ade on chen comfort beto ade on chen obo oyi ni wan chira na unsu ni eni a na so wa den waje na maybe obeto owu ama obeto yare ama nti wu nya pa se tem bia beko ma bia na onya nsuo bia wonya nsuo bia even se utare won sa in all times no we be ko temple mu a enye ablution enye muslim culture o ene me kan ye me a christian me ablution se me ablution enye muslim for na me di obechi a christian culture before be enter temple pro no maybe walk on market we dey see them na me so be bless you if you want something funny share den emma nto so who want so we temple nti bia ya sorry o say nya nsuo wa bonten aye ro instance na ene ya 9 ones na ya den you are inside because you are market you want work if you ben obuwa yare cases What about when you face into one sa, one nine, one as a room, by a kind sentence, oh, just riding. One room. Into evolution as a Christian is part of Christian culture. And your Muslim culture. I don't think our own ones we are sorry them. Because we are called marketplace, no, we are Okita Umpa, Ochiano, we are exchange. All these cash on some crown, my dear Oka. We don't say, Meto a Kamau, Meto a Yariamau, Meto Umau, between the so about tomatoes, not Shadioka, Auto Atari Crampono. No, say, it's combination in Semijin and Nunyam. The can't feel that say he has 7 sharp sword in his mouth and Sunny and no heading echo. Hebrew, you can't pay a ano. Naibu, Obi Bien and Numa, a answer. It's an only answer or Hebrew, I did a babu. Close open mouth is the same as the hand.
Wow. Apostle, me you Christo ni. Me ko shop na me ko juma. Den tina me bompa ye, me ye de ese me ye nia, me bompa ye bishop and me bompa ye. Den tina ese me titi haban e de ye niema 1 or 2 bi. Asana
ana Yesu ni wo na wo am waje nkwana enye ina afana.
Enye ina afana because Christo ni de e asede ese na ese e fata. The bomba che jano any
ana obi ever obi gusu attack Yesika sem still
I didn't know we attack Yesika sem after
asemo. What we should know is salvation oje no your baby anyame jew and obi also so so there oje won tua so chia oje no so and he said talent na me de ma event saying quotation Bible about talent. Omo talent. Omo be talent 1. Omo be talent 2. No be talent 5. It's a sign of God's protection. But after God has protected you should continue with the protection He has given you.
Wow.
But see a quotation. So Christ said, "It is finished." Yes, it is finished. But let's know, it is not done. The difference between it is finished and it is done. It is not the same. So what was finished on the cross and what is left for us? And it is finished, then let's go to heaven. It is finished. Yes, if it was finished, why did Christ let the disciples go and preach? It was finished, but yet not done. I never mentioned about your spirit, soul, body. Because we will be saying, Yamiaji. And I'll say, Gusu, Yusu, cinnamon steak, buy a maker one saying. Some person you mean Saji, but in Saudi Arabia, no, also what you are Ojiano so. Ojiano is 7, until I was 7, so much 7 years. I want in same room. And you are just 7 now, also Christos yedding. Christo be yedding, Ekum. You are Jabba 7. If you know, 7 awakenings. And the Bible is saying, awake, oh sleeper. Awake, oh sleeper. Into the 7 days of God's week, which I say, I'll see your coding. I mean, Christopher, how many times? 7 times. And see, a German, yes, I do. I also just as you're saying, yet you are so. And if you say a kind of quotation, you know, say, 1 John 5:18.
1 John
5:18.
1 John 5:18, King James. We know that whosoever is born of God sinneth not.
Good.
But he that is begotten of God keepeth himself, and that wicked one toucheth him not.
Hallelujah. Look at it. See, even if one of God sinneth not, is it true? Born of God, that is born again. No can one say me. Obi awu no on your born. Hey. Are you sure? Are we sure say the one who is born of God, born again Christian biano? If you don't falter in any way, hey, we are some more here then. Your papa move, you for now. Sinneth not. And we are saying, what was one was sinneth not, and he keepeth himself. So there's a place God keeps you, and there's a place you have to what? Keep yourself. So let's know where God keeps you, and let's know where you have to keep yourself. It is very important. So we now know what the 3 parts of human beings. Man has 3 parts: the spirit, soul, and what? Body. So when God comes for salvation to save you, the place He comes for is your spirit. So Christ's salvation save your spirit, not your soul and body. No. Yes, you will cross no or you then or you I jama wakuma. But you cry anything, we pay dear. So what is finished? It is finished with your spiritual heart, but it's not finished with your soul and body.
Wow.
So you keep your spirit. God has kept your spirit to be blameless. But yes, I can quotation. I can say from I did quotation. I say
First John
5:3. First Thessalonians 5:3. It is very important. What is that question, pa?
First Thessalonians 5:23.
Yes.
King James Version.
Good.
And the very God of peace
Good.
sanctify you wholly. And I pray God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Be what? Be preserved blameless unto the coming of. What be preserved? Our spirit, our soul and body. Now good. We just read 1 John 5:8. He says, if anyone is born of God, does not sin.
Does not sin. Keepeth himself.
And what?
The one begotten of God
keepeth him. Whoever is born of God does not what? Sin. He keepeth himself. So whoever is born of God does not sin. It is your spirit that when you sin, when you become born again, automatically your spirit becomes righteous without sin, and also God sealed it. So your spirit is saved, but your soul and body you have to work out. So what Christ worked for is your spirit or heart. But your soul and body you have to work out so that the salvation which is in your spirit will flow to your what? Your soul and what? Body. It is here no. In kwajina nyameji ye no oji wo spirit.
Okay.
And now born again. If you let me then anchor. And then there as a believer, oh you born here. Anchor with spirit. Beka with soul and then body. It is here no. Unbeliever body. But the body na spiritual body na. But you know your body Christ has kept you. You're born again. Which your spirit, you know, it doesn't affect it. But your soul and body is affected when you sin as a believer. So that's why we need these cleansings.
Okay.
Until you we are continuing the salvation work Christ has what? Has done in our spirit. So keep it himself. So keep it himself. So that keeping is not God again. It is you. So that's why he said, work out your own salvation. Christ has said, why are you working? So Christ's salvation was a talent. But you continue the salvation was making profit with God, the salvation God has what? So the talent one for engagement, just in salvation in corner. Okay, the one for one working. But when you are talent too, no, or working here. And he said he has continued the salvation process. So some process now I think also buying. As a Christian who say, yes, you are born again with your spirit. It is finished with your spirit. But it's not done with your soul and what? And body. The last enemy to destroy, 1 Corinthians 15:25, is death. That's the last enemy of God. It's one what's nothing. Okay. Now yes, I can say, hey, yes, you are Jimmy, my spirit. No, Jimmy, it's Naka. Ube boka. Ube yari. Ube nasem. So about you have to keep yourself. That's what I'm teaching that way. Friends saying, instead of buying cleansing, it's not affecting us. It's affecting your soul and body. So you can live and bring essence to God on earth.
Wow.
And see also dry buying because you're the Adam to garden. 1 to 4 bedroom house because the garden protects.
Wow.
What you are saying? It's 7 days until the years of salvation. We do 3 stars. The 4 stars is for us. I'm telling you, yes, the deaf. To the deaf, the burial, the resurrection, and of course, I don't say, once you also preach the gospel. To do 3, that's again 4. And 4 means number of strength. This 3 stars, this one, edge mind, and then continue 4, no, but giving ourselves. So that 4 star that you have to hear, and Jaya buying, a quantity, Jerry Christoni, she a continuing film, cleansing. It would jam now, you say, yes, you are in a 3. Why 7 back in reality manifestation? One also you working for no. Work out your own salvation. That we are still talking about the hands. So he has 7 stars in his hands. And I used to say we go preach gospel no. So we are now. Okay, so we go preach gospel. So we go preaching. So Christ died. Let's go. Christ died. Let's call the 7 stars. Christ died.
1.
He was buried. 2. He resurrected. 3. He ascended.
4.
He preached the gospel.
5.
priest
6.
he sat on the throne
7.
7 nti why clean am I death burial resurrection which is born again but 4 no which is ascension no you no bet you aswako o ascend yen ascend here enye yen na ascend here sa ascension is e dia abandware cleansing Florida water not the frab friends abano the dry na wo show holding wo show same holding. This also tells you there's no everybody that should lay hands on you.
So see what you.
It's not everybody should lay hands on you. Your pastor, sorry to say, your pastor be or Buddha to let me lay hands on you. No, I'm not blessing. Your and as a spiritual man be one man, being it a good person or a spiritual person, a father. All lay hands on you. Who gives to be already or jealous of a sort of different. Not everybody. And just so come be a shame, or so yeah, and so job money now. We tell you now, share. Hey, baby, I'm one. Baby, papa, every day, you know, one to join up on your crumble. And one then far. We should hear baby. And he has a quite clear. Therefore, we have to work out our own salvation. So Christ died, he was buried, he resurrected by ascension, the gospel and also enthusiasm. That's it. That's it. So that's why we do the cleansing. It is finished with our spirit, but it's not done for our soul and body. You see, you're a Christian. You're a Christian. You don't also buy BIS hard. You die. You go to Yemi. It's in fact Christ soon in there. When a Christian which says there are still works to be done. What's the sign? What the sign? For physical nature, if you can't cry, it's never in your something again. A general say a selling, never pronounce a sell. Let's say you need to work out. It's you want a person by me because Papa do work. I need to also try to work on that. So me journey men and still. Me jai say if I don't work on my anger, if I don't work on my anger and say Christ has done, I see say what be me can not born upon. But I'm sure you are my thing. But James already, my bound to me job by Jisa Aqua Denia Dane. If you mean him, let me to me and with me and Chiaso. And it is finished with our spirit, but it's not done with our soul and then body. Death still work in our soul and body. So we have to work so that we can live forever. So that's for friends and the 7 stars. Why we should greet our auntie shaking hands. The main creature to say, "Who shake your bin sir? Someone something." And may say, "Who will be so on a single say on your main shading was a main channel so like I said, who was a who? Main shading mo. May say no be nice and was a bad agenda musa on some way and ya. Me sounds no more boza. Boza. Asa. Oh no, I don't wait. What man say? What was what can say? Say, Asa, you free. You know being church. Most of what so do you? Pastor, you very good. What bomb plan? What the nyama pay then? Amao. Who go fear now? Go jam obi. Now because as a pastor, they are powerful. Oh, they are good pastors. I will still say they are good prophets. They are good men. I was just from ministry right now. I was just from church right now. Though it's not my ministry, I used to visit churches. This time I say go to visit churches. How do I am? Unless you know that I also know this. But and listen to the pastors. Sometimes you see some pastors are very good, very good. Person will deliver a woman of God. Person will deliver a person's marriage. No, one person say you dealing with a and pastor about the Arana man. Okona na fie bon sem say chiame. What chiame? No oiden. Waje wa warepa. Now if you look at how pastor name powerful. They are still good men of God. They are still good pastors. They are still powerful pastors. They are still godly men of God. Though they are false and fake people running through us, but they are good pastors. Wow, truly men of God. Not only me, there are more and more. But yes, the first ones I said, and aside as Obua, or more negative energy, almost the day, Edgy idea, pastor Niding, and dear friends, and please try to secure or procure your marriage, your good things through shaking of hands. Know who to shake, when to shake, and how to shake. That's what I have for you today.
It's for the apostle say, and the apostle may who in Chiamas and so both physical and spiritual, and who's in so that in Yampo, or my I say, and you have been put as a own person which Yampa, and near my so you feel, and I say which area you but near my so ye, but so far have I to say in Sa. Okabuma na odi chine kakra busu na afide wa anointing wa bompa e na dia show somebody and you be aboko chiu bi pona ni pa no ba de na gina se opeso ji wa de pe bi fi unsem a o ntumi nya sa de no apostle ma ya tia se pa and apostle sasa ma ya tia se Christo bana oba ye no obeye na afa mu de wo ye spiritual aspect na ye soul and body ni de esinya na ye den ye tu wa na mo eni tina ahaban ni sanema no esese wo ye na o de show ho den because your spirit aspect ni de Jesus Christo wa ye we no say it is finished now soul and body ni de one is so ye den o show ho den se ne be ya unkunya petu accident bia na petu go bia na so bia meje wa de pe bia fi unsem nti ahaban carry anyway no ensamuchia ni nema ni apostle ma ya say unya haban a eti say nsa bofra haban bancha haban bia eti say nsa ye ho akade na hye ho de se ne be ya uchi obi a nipa ni tumi nji wa de papa bia fi unsem ye the apostle asipa mo follow ye na mo like ye na next week ni e di ba no e be bro ma dwene mo nti ase so